Two of our graduating seniors have the distinction of maintaining the first and second highest academic averages in the senior class. They will share their reflections with us today. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you our salutatorian, Ms. Jazly
the shot.
Straight up, sir.
Okay, she's speaking. I need to let people get up. Oh, come on.
Good afternoon, graduates, parents, family members, teachers, and administrators. Buenas tardes a todos. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the class of 2012. We did it. I can still remember my first day at the Frederick Douglass Academy in 2006. I was a confused, anxious, but nonetheless excited 7th grader. I walked into the gymnasium only to be greeted by a wave of noise and students dressed in navy blue and white. Now here I am, graduating high school and moving on to attend my dream school. Sounds pretty simple, like it all worked out, right? Well, my journey at the Frederick Douglass Academy was far more complicated. It was one of struggles, failures, and eventually change. As a short-tempered middle school student, I frequently misbehaved and said some things to teachers that I shouldn't have. On one occasion, I recall yelling at Mr. Hearn because he wanted to kick me out of class. My mother made me write him an apology letter so that he wouldn't fail me. I did. It wasn't sincere, and I never got higher than a C in his class. 8th grade was a similar story, except I tried a little more in my classes so that I could take the Regents. I became more competitive with my classmates and myself. I began to build sound relationships with some of my teachers and was actually enjoying it. To my surprise, I was named salutatorian of FBA Middle School. I thought this would finally put me on track, but it didn't. High school was supposed to be a new beginning. I was supposed to try harder and change my ways. I sure did change my ways, but not for the better. In retrospect, 9th grade was fun, but not fulfilling. On one occasion, I tried to leave school early, through one of the side doors, of course. Right when I thought I was finally safe, a van with the words "School Safety" written on the sides pulled up next to me. My first thought was, my parents are going to kill me. They didn't, but they were very disappointed. I was not always the type of student that I am today, so I come to you, class of 2012, with a message of hope. As a well-known teacher said, it is not the score in the first inning that determines the game, but rather the score at the bottom of the ninth. For me, middle school and 9th grade were the first inning. But then something clicked. I was in the library attending a teacher versus student debate, not for fun, but for extra credit. Mr. Debris was debating a member of the debate team on capital punishment. This student was a passionate speaker, making poignant arguments and moving the crowd with compelling anecdotes. When the sign-up sheet came around, I immediately signed up. I was encouraged to sign up for AP Euro quite unexpectedly as well. Even though I had never asked or even considered taking an AP course, my global teacher said he would recommend me despite my lateness. I was in the process of making a complete transformation and I wasn't completely aware of it just yet. Signing up for AP Euro and debate came with constant emails, meetings, and assignments. I no longer had time to slack off. This was exactly what I needed, a push in the right direction. Dico, the former debate coach, along with Mr. Murphy and Ms. Lewis, became mentors to me. Dico took me to trips to debate tournaments at Harvard and Yale at a time when I believed that I could never be accepted to those schools. Yet, just a few short years later, I would add Princeton along with Harvard and Yale as my top acceptances. This reminds me of how far I have come and the possibility of change for anyone. Debate honed my public speaking and research skills. Mr. Murphy pushed me to work harder than I ever could have imagined. His class made me more willing to participate in class discussions and taught me how to manage my time effectively. Ms. Lewis kept it real. She told me the truth exactly when I needed to hear it, but also offered great advice. Because of the three aforementioned teachers, I became more responsible with my education and established goals to keep me focused along the way. Class of 2012. Do not view high school graduation as an end, but rather as a new beginning. It is never too late to change your ways and become the student, daughter, or son that you have always wanted to be. I encourage you to look back and thank everyone that have helped you get to this point, but also look forward and cherish everyone that you know will be there with you until the end. As I conclude, I would like to thank my mother and father, Damaris and Jose, for always being there to motivate me. I would like to thank my sisters, Shailene, Melissa, and Rosemary, cousins, Chelsea, Sandrina, Ariana, for keeping me grounded and always believing in me. Le quiero dar las gracias a mis abuelos, Aura y Jazly Liriano. Thank you to all the amazing friends I have made in my 6 years at FDA, especially Jennifer. Once again, congratulations, class of 22.
Thank you for those heartfelt words, Jazly. And Jazly, if you would, return to the podium. We have a special presentation to make on behalf of our principal, the FDA family. We want to thank you for your grace, your character, your diligence. We say congratulations to you. And may you continue